What's up, everybody? This is another episode of Better Than Static. I am your host, per usual, Tyler, and with me I have my buddy Chris.
To the bourgeoisie.
What? That's different. That's a different one. Um, we are shorthanded today. Lucas is not here, but we will still give you that mediocre content you always return for. Um, so yeah. I didn't realize this, Chris, but last week was the first episode we recorded in 2020, and it was episode 120. So that was cool. That's cool. Little did you know fact for the show lore.
There's
Um,
lore?
not really. Is there lore? We
I don't
might
know, I
have
was asking
lore.
you.
I'm sure we have some kind of like thing we've said in the past, and it's made lore or something. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's lore. We have a this will be episode 121. This is episode 121 that you are listening to. Um I would assume that in 121 episodes we've created some type of lore. We've been doing this for about 3 years, right? I think yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. So 3 years. I guess there's some type of lore since we've been doing it this long. Um but let's quit looking in the past and quit looking at lore cuz yesterday I signed a lease.
Do you actually guys have a place now?
Yeah, and I was worried. So you remember, like, I think it was 2 episodes ago, where it was just me and you, and we were talking about like my New Year's goal was to get a house and get
hmm
married. Which married's gonna happen. Like, getting married will happen. It's not like the resolution is I'm gonna try to get married this year. No, I'm getting married this year. I'm pretty pumped at it.
That can't be a resolution, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't a resolution because it's gonna
Oh,
happen.
okay, okay.
The house thing was a resolution
Yeah.
because I didn't know if it was gonna happen or not. And technically, okay, so I signed a lease for a duplex, which is a house that is separated with a wall, and two different families live in it. So technically, I did get a house. Technically, I got a house. It's not my own. It's not in my name. Um, but I pay. Well, me and Samantha pay. Well, we start paying rent soon, and it will be ours for
Okay,
for a year.
so because I'm me.
Okay.
Are you guys just gonna not live in it and pay rent in it for 2 months?
No, I'm gonna move in and just live in it, and then when we get married, she will also live in it.
Okay. Because
But
I
like
was like,
we'll
man, there's no point in paying rent if you're not gonna be. But you're gonna be there, so it's fine.
yeah, I'll be there. I gotta get all the well, technically I only got 2 utilities moved over to our name, which is electric and internet. So I mean, once I get those, which there's electric there right now, but the landlord is paying for it. But this week I got to switch it to our name to where we pay for it, and then we'll start moving stuff in. But like, here's the thing: the duplex. It's a great size duplex for like a first time home for a married couple. But there's not a lot of room for stuff. So me and Samantha are trying to figure out, like, we're not fighting about it or anything. We're just like, whose stuff do we take? Like, do we take my
Mm.
bed and my dresser, or her bed and her dresser? It's just a whole thing. Um, but it'll work out. I think we're taking her bed, which is fine. Her bed is good. My bed is old. I've had my bed since like elementary school. Um,
Dog.
I mean, it's a Serta. It's good. Not like hashtag no ad, but I mean, it's a Serta. It's good. I
When you were
probably.
a kid, that bed was way too big for you.
I mean, it's no, but it's like a queen.
Yeah, if
I
you're a little kid, the bed's gonna be too big.
I mean, like I could survive in a twin bed by myself.
Have
I,
mercy.
well, technically, I would probably need a little bit longer than a twin bed because my feet would hang off a twin bed.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you said you had that bed since you were a kid, I'm just saying when you first got that bed, you must have been way small for the bed.
Yeah, I guess I need to rotate it actually, and like not like so. I guess when you rotate it, for some people, it means flip it over. Or does it just like mean like that like take the foot of the bed and it becomes the top of the bed? Is that
Yeah, I feel like flipping the mattress would be.
well, like the underside of my mattress isn't like the sleep side. Like it's a
That isn't
different
either.
texture than the top. So I guess you just like spin it and put the and you actually rotate it clockwise or counterclockwise to where the foot of the bed is now the head of the bed and the head of the bed is now the foot of the bed. But we'll figure like if we do take my bed, I definitely need to rotate it because I'm sure there's like a butt imprint from where I've slept for since I was a kid because I've never rotated it. So there's probably like a permanent divot. I love this duplex though. It's the 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 paint is very it's not super neutral, but it's got a little bit of color, but it's neutral, and it's 1.5 bath. Um, we're gonna have a bedroom, and then we're gonna have an office. It's because there's two bedrooms, but we're gonna make one an office and have a bed in there, like if we have guests that come like from out of town. But we're pretty pumped. We're pretty excited. I'm super excited because it. So you've lived in an apartment before,
Hmm?
so you know like it's living in an apartment is actually other than not owning stuff. So if you can't get a house yet, apartment life is pretty prime because in college like you had choice between dorm life and apartment. And dorm life you have like no freedom because you can't really do anything.
Hmm.
But apartment you have freedom, but then you don't have the responsibility of a house of having to mow the lawn and heat the whole house to like zap your to make your electricity bill super high. It's just gonna be great. It's got a little back deck on it. I'm so excited to live there.
I threw up the off the back deck of my apartment once.
Why? Why'd you throw up?
I don't know. I guess my food didn't sit well.
But why'd you go to the back of the deck? Why didn't you go to the toilet?
As I was trying to get some fresh air.
Were you on the top or like
It
what,
was on the bottom.
you're on the bottom? Okay. That would be bad if you're like on the top or like second floor and you just like, toss your cookies and somebody's under you.
Uh,
That would not.
it was also like at
Because
2 in
at
the
that point,
morning, so
I mean, that's when prime people walked. Well, at least when I lived with Luke and Lucas, that was prime time for people to walk through the courtyard. It pissed me off.
didn't
I
have a
felt
courtyard. It was just like a back yard, like a like it's not even a yard. It was just a little square grass and then like a fence.
and, and since we had so our courtyard was a square, and then you had four different apartment buildings, but they were all kind of connected with the porches. Um, so like that was one apartment building, kind of is what they called it at our complex. So the four like different ones around your courtyard were one building, and then you had multiple of those across the whole complex. I love not like so we were looking at apartments that were apartment complex, but the duplex is going to be great because our landlord said, and we know our landlord, which is great. Um, our landlord said that it's an old couple beside us, so they're not going to be super loud. We'll
You
all
guys aren't
probably,
either.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like we're like me and Samantha act like an old couple because we eat at usually 5 or 5:30 for dinner, and we usually take when I'm hanging out at her house. I usually leave at 9, which if we're living together, I don't have to leave, and I would probably go to bed at 9, so I'd get more sleep when we live together because I don't have to drive home. It's gonna be great all around. Um, I am excited because it's just such a weight lifted off. Um, because I'm the man and I have to provide, and I was worried that like I didn't have a place for me and my future wife to live, and now it's just whew, man, weight off shoulders. Have you ever had like have you ever just had something like daunting like that and then you finally get it done and it feels so good?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, gotcha. Like nothing at all. Like I would feel like that when I'd get like scheduled for my next semester in college. I'd be like, oh God, what am I going to take? Are all these classes going to be?
I feel like
Um,
finding a place for you and your wife to live is a bit more
I mean, yeah,
weighty than
like at the,
writing a paper or something.
I know, but like at this point in my life, yes, it very much is. But if you're in college, that's not a like you don't you have so much more time to find a place for you and your wife. You know what I mean? Because honestly, unless you got married right outside of high school, you probably like don't have to find the place for you. So the timetable for you to find a place for you and your wife is way further than what it is now. But your more immediate things are like your huge paper, like you said, or something. I don't know. It's all about that perspective.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, I don't have anything like that really. I don't know. There's
That's
not a
okay.
lot of things going on that require
Require
uh
worry, I guess.
yeah. Well, I mean, the things that do, I don't really have any control over. So,
What do you worry that you don't have control over?
uh, stuff that I can't say on the podcast
Okay.
at work.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Um, I thought it was gonna be like the inevitability of time, and I was like, that's some pretty deep stuff,
Oh,
Chris.
not
I
quite that
know.
deep.
Yeah, I so next week we aren't gonna record, and you want to
Nope,
tell them what we're not gonna record, Chris?
we're not going to record because it's your bachelor party, and we'll be headed to Gallenberg.
It's gonna be awesome. Us party animals, me, you, Lucas, and Gregory. Which we haven't had Greg on the podcast in a while. Honestly, though, with Craig now, like, so the recording bot we use in Discord, we could honestly do a Rota show because all you have to do, like, we all have Discord on our. Well, I know me and Greg have Discord on our phone. I don't know if you and Lucas do, but it would be super easy to download, and like we could just each have headphones in and talking, and which it might pick up like a feedback of each person when they talk, but I think that'd be cool. I'm not saying we should do it. I'm just saying now we have the ability to if we
Well, it saved
wanted
me an
to.
hour of trying to plan stuff to do, so I'm down.
I mean, it'd be cool. That's just it's so like granted our mics will be a little bit bad if we just use headphones on our phone, but
I don't have headphones on my phone. I mean,
no
I've
no
got
like
the
I mean you would just take the headphones you use on your laptop and just plug them into your phone, right? Like you can do that with your headphones.
can't because they don't have the. I
Oh
guess I could
yeah,
use.
could you use the dongle? Because you have,
I guess.
I still have the headphone jack. I think Greg doesn't have a headphone jack either. I think he's got a
No.
dongle. But I mean, yeah, you could. I'm not. Here's the thing, Chris. Here's the thing. I wasn't saying we should. I'm just saying the progress we have made to have gotten to a place to where we could, and it'd be super easy to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you remember when we went to RTX, we're like, we should do a road show, and then we had to worry about mics and how to power them on the road, and it was just horrendous. Discord has just been amazing. Like this year, finding out this app, like our audio quality is better, where we can do the multiple tracks. I'm just saying we could, but the bachelor party weekend, I'm super pumped. Um, do you
No,
think?
don't.
Well, I mean, I enjoy going places like road tripping with people I enjoy. Um, so like the four of us that are going are going to be very good road trip companions because we're all pretty laid back. So I'm excited for that. Also, when we get there, we're all pretty laid back, and it's gonna be like it's just gonna be like, all right. What should we do? All right, we'll go do this, and it'll be great because
Yes,
it's
it's just everything down there is so expensive to do. Like it's hard to like find a balance of like doing stuff, but then I don't want us to have to. I don't know. Like what we don't want to sit around.
yeah, and like so.
Kind of stressed about planning the trip, honestly.
I mean, it'll be. Here's the thing, Chris. I like I planned Luke's, and the only thing I had planned was we went whitewater rafting. That's all I had planned, and then we just improvised everything else, and it worked out
Okay.
because we can go walk the strip at Gatlinburg if we wanted to, or
Only
go.
things that I have on the agenda are Greg mentioned doing the bridge up there in Gallenberg.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, and Tim mentioned probably you got to do. We should do an escape room or something.
I'd be down with that.
I've never done an escape room, so
I haven't either. Tim does it a lot, and I understand that they are fun. I've just never. I don't know. They say the one around in our town is good, but I don't know.
we'll
I
have
don't know
one.
why. Yeah, we have one. It's over by the flea market.
I didn't know it was still there. I thought it probably went
I
out of
thought it,
business already.
no, I think it's still there. There's also a barbecue place down there. Which if you're in London, it's it's on the road that goes by the old not the old, it's like the original flea market for Laurel County, like Flealand. It It's down there. There's a barbecue joint. There is the escape room, and I think there's some other things there too. But I think it's like beauty school or a salon or something. That area is they usually have cool things, but they never get the word out about them because there used to be a restaurant that where the barbecue place was. It used to be a different thing, and supposedly it was really good food. But where they're in that location, nobody knew they were there. So I don't know. It's just that area is cool. We should go. We should go there sometime. Is what I'm saying. I
Okay.
don't know when we'd go, but we should. Um,
Okay.
yeah, it's decided. We will go down there sometime. Um, I'm trying to think of what else we could do. I do want to the only thing I would really love to do when we go to Gatlinburg is I want to go back to the pipe shop that's in Gatlinburg. It's like in that indoor mall or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's in there. I don't know that I would buy anything. I enjoy going in there and looking because when I go in a pipe shop, I feel like a gentleman. I feel classy AF. And like there's an old guy in there and he knows so much. I want to talk to him again. He was explaining stuff to me and it was blowing my mind. He he was like he kind of reminded me of the looks. Did you ever watch Pawn Stars?
Dude.
Did you watch Pawn Stars? That's the
No.
question. Answer it.
I know.
Why
I said
not?
no.
Do you remember what his Rick Harris's dad looked like? Is that his name, Rick Harris? Anyways, it was like, my name is Rick Harris, and this is my pawn shop. I have the old man
Harrison.
Harrison. Okay, I'm Rick
Old
Harrison.
guy, yeah.
I'm Rick Harrison, and this is my pawn shop. I run it with my old man and my son. But like the old guy in this pipe shop looks like the old man from Pawn Stars. I mean, I basically just did a whole episode rundown for you. Do you? I mean, you basically have watched the whole series now. Um, Did so I feel weird because you've never watched it. I watched it all the time, and then I figured out that every episode's the same. As somebody brings something, and Rick doesn't know much about it, so he calls a guy like one of his friends that's supposedly an expert in it. But you never hear that guy's credentials. He's just the guy. I also liked American Pickers. I don't know. I like finding cool things. It reminded me of a scavenger hunt for Pawn Stars. Like they found something that was super cool. It was almost like National Treasure, but no clues. It was just stuff you wanted to buy. Now I'm
A
just rambling.
cheeseburger.
I wouldn't want to find a cheeseburger in American Pickers because they're like in somebody's old barn. Oh God,
I
what if
might
you?
want to. I might want to buy a cheeseburger.
I mean, you could definitely buy a cheeseburger.
I
Is that
could
what you're
go
gonna
for
do?
some pizza. I don't know.
Well, you can't have. Well, you could have both. You're an adult. You can go buy your own things. Which one would you rather have,
Right now, probably a pizza.
Patrick? What have you eat today? I don't know. Roast
Chicken or roast
beef.
beef, some pizza. No, I mean just this morning. Some chicken or roast beef, some pizza.
I thought it was a chicken, some roast beef, a pizza. I don't know.
I
Is
just
that?
said.
I don't know. I don't remember the order.
I just said it in that order.
I don't think that was the right order. Is what I'm saying.
You just said it in the same order that I said it. And you said that was the correct order.
May I don't know. It's been a while since I watched the episode.
What the flip?
Oh, what the heck, Chris? Why are we fighting? I love you.
No, but it's just like, what the heck?
So another thing that is new for me this week is I started my first online class.
How's that going? Did you have to do an awkward introduction and discussion board?
No, so my teacher was preggers, and she was gonna get induced the 7th of January. My class was the 6th, so she pre-recorded it, and it was just her telling us where to post all our stuff and how the class would run. And I had to read my book a little bit and then answer a discussion
Ew.
question, which it's actually a good book. It's not. It is a textbook, but it is a very. It's not like it's not set up like a textbook. I don't know. It's not a bad read. And then I had a little bit of homework. I got all it done. I'm being more diligent in this one online class than I was ever in any of my college classes in college, which is encouraging because it means I'll do good. But also I'm like, what the heck? Why didn't I have this? Um, if I had had the what's it called? Like discipline is the word. The education, the discipline for my education during engineering, I might have graduated with a 4.0 instead of a 3.0. Um, but like I'm already done with homework for this week, and then my class was Monday. I finished it all pretty much Tuesday, and then like so what's weird about this class is that it only meets every other week. So I just set a reminder on my phone for every 2 weeks at 3 o'clock to tell me I have class that night because it's at 6, and I feel like I'd forget. And that way, 3 o'clock gives me time if I have to run home and go get my laptop or something. I have that time. It's just it's and so I'm gonna try to like still do stuff for class the weeks I don't have class, just to where I remember. That's the real killer. Is now that I'm 25, I don't have the memory I used to have, which I never had a great memory, but I gotta work at it now. I make it sound like
Okay.
25 is old, but it's not.
Feels it.
We wait, what?
Said it feels it.
It does. I don't know because we hang out with such young kids, Chris. Like they're not super young. They're like 16, 15, 16 where we hang out with the youth kids, but they make you feel so old because they're
Dude.
like, "Do you know what this is?" I was like, "I don't know what that is." Like, what's the point of TikTok? Is it just an off-brand Vine? It's
Yeah.
like Walmart brand Vine.
You can do longer videos on it. There's not a I don't know what the limit is, but there's a you can do longer than 6 seconds.
See, Vine was so perfect with that because if it's over 6 seconds, it's not good anymore. You know what I mean?
Necessarily. I mean I found some that are pretty have some pretty weird energy, like a lock.
I just so middle school girls do TikToks really weird. They'll be in public because I know this because Samantha's little cousin. We'll take her out in public, and she'll like if we're at like a restaurant and we're all trying to have a conversation, she sets her phone up. And I've seen this from other middle school girls in public, and they'll set the phone up and start recording, and then they just do some dance with their hands and head, like nothing else. And they do it 20 times, and I don't know why. That's not funny. I don't know. I'm sorry if you're a middle school girl and you're listening to this, but that's not funny. You need to get better
If you're a middle
content.
school girl and you're listening to this, stop.
Yeah, that's probably the first thing. Don't listen to this. But if you are listening, is you gotta come up with some good stuff. You can't just do the head bob and hand moving for TikTok. You got because there are some great vines out there that you've got to compete with. You're not going to surpass them, but you should
They
find
don't know
inspiration.
about them.
I guarantee you they do. Like I don't know. I They need to find the Terry. Back it up, Terry. Like that's good stuff. I don't know. There's other good stuff. I don't know. I have seen some good ones from a high school girl. So my boss has a daughter, and she has shown me some of her TikToks, and they're actually good. Like, and she might just be showing me the good ones. There might be some like not so good ones out there, but um, I don't understand TikTok. So that's one thing that makes me feel old from our high like from our youth students, and then also I don't know. They just I don't. I guess that's the only thing is I also don't know what's cool anymore. Like, apparently I have good fashion because there was these kids that were wearing Doc Martens. They're like, man, these are so cool. And I was like, I almost bought those same boots. And then they looked at me weird. I was like, no, you didn't. I said, they were in my Amazon cart. I'm cool. I don't know. I'm trying to hold on to a dream that I'm not old. And I'm 25, so I'm not old. I don't think you're old until you get like you're 60, but you're older than everyone around you. Like if you are older than everyone around you, then you feel old. So like where we are around high schoolers a lot, we feel old because we are older than them. But we're not old. Or at least that's what I tell myself.
World.
What?
World.
Nah, I mean, it's all about perspective of who you're comparing yourself to if we're old or not. You know what I mean?
I
Because
look at the younger people and I go, what are they doing? I'm old.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm sure there are people that are younger than us and are like, what are they doing?
Oh, they just go, oh man, they're so old.
No, that's like a double standard. If a younger person looks at us and says, "What are they doing?" then they're acting old. So we could act old, but we're not old. I don't know. I just 25 is not old. Like if
Halfway to
25,
50.
I mean, yeah, but you still have 25 years to get to 50. I mean, that's a pretty good amount of years before you turn 50. And
For a
everyone's like, oh,
century.
oh, 30? God, 30 so old. No, it's not.
Yeah, bro, it
30,
is.
nah. 30 is now the average for when couples start talking about having kids. Used to, they'd pop them out as soon as they got married. So I feel like that benchmark has been moved back. So like old has moved back too, Like I said, 60. 60 is old. I think used to 50 was old, but now 60 is old. Or at least to me. I might be wrong. I might be just like trying to keep myself feeling good of I'm not old, but we'll see.
My mom will be 63 this year.
Yeah, your mom's old. Like that 63 is old. Once you surpass 60, you're
Not
old.
yet.
What? She's over 60.
Yeah.
So she's old.
Oh, but you said it's 63, but it's not until July.
I know, but my prior statement of over 60 is old. So she's sorry, Chris's mom. I know your name. I just don't know if Chris wants your name on the podcast, but I'm sorry. You're old. But I think she would agree with that.
Yeah, but it'd be mean to tell her that.
I mean, I'm not going to just run up to her and go, Chris's mom, you're old. Like that just mean. It's like when you point and laugh at somebody that just like tripped or something. It's actually worse because you're unprovokingly making. But I don't. Do you have any more topics? I don't have anything else. Like I talked about signing a lease. Our last episode, our first episode of 2020, the bachelor party weekend, which we didn't talk a lot about. Like I'm pumped for it, and I think we're gonna have fun regardless of if you've planned it to a T or not. We'll make fun. Well, good, because that gives room for just us finding something of you guys just want to go try this, and we'll be yeah, we'll go and we'll have fun. We'll make that's one thing about me is I try not to be miserable. Like I try to make fun in a situation, and it's not always oh this sucks, so we'll do this and make it better. It's man, this I'll make jokes about how bad this is, and then it makes it funny, so I'm not miserable. But I don't think it'll be that one. I don't think it'll be boring to where I have to make jokes where it's like funny. It'll be like we'll all be chilling, be like y'all want to go try this, and we'll do it. It'll be great. And then we talked about me starting my online class. I started doing observation hours for my teaching degree. I have 4. That's also new with me.
Or
4 hours, yeah, and then I'll get 4 more. I think this next week. I know I'll get 2. So I've been observing Samantha and Travis and my friend Travis, and they've been signing off on those hours. And then next week, I think I will get another 2 hours of observing one of them, and then I'll get some hours for the site-based meeting because I have to get so many hours of that for my observation thing. I have to get 55 hours this semester for the class. I have to have 200 total for my teaching degree. But
your significant other's allowed to sign. I think you're cheating.
I'm not cheating because I'm actually observing her.
Okay.
It would be cheating if I wasn't observing her and she was signing off on it. But I'm actually like I'm there and I'm
How can they prove it?
I mean they can't prove that I wasn't there. Granted, if she keeps signing them when she's Kirby, it will look very suspicious. But right now, where she has a different last name, it's not like nobody's gonna be like, "Oh, that's his girl, that's his fiance." We got to look into this. It's gonna be like that's a teacher that he was watching. We will, it's fine. It's not like it's not cheating. Just having if you are out there and you're on like you have a significant other as a teacher, you're allowed to observe them. I would hesitate if you had the same last name like you were married because then it would look fishy. Because then I feel like the college is going to look into that more. But I don't know. Why am I so defensive of it? It's not cheating.
I don't know either. I wasn't expecting you to get like that over it.
I don't either. I was trying to explain myself, but I think I have to get 55 for the semester, and I'll have 8 in 2 weeks. That's pretty good. If I can keep up getting 4 a week, and the class is 16 weeks long, I will have over enough hours. I'll probably. What's good about me doing it right now is I I'm not gonna be rushed to do it at the end of the semester, so that'll be good. That'll be good for me. I'm being diligent, man. This is a career I want to try. I want to try it so bad. I think I will enjoy it, and it shows in my determination and discipline. I'm excited. I think I think
Yeah, that was motivational.
I think that's why I've never been this pumped about engineering. I don't know that, and like engineering's a good job, and I have a good job. My job is good. I like the people I work with. I'm not excited about it. So that's
Right.
why and I think that's hard for people, like for me to put into words for people, because that's sometimes not enough for people. Of like, why are you switching? Like, well, I've never gotten excited about engineering. Like I actually drove on a road I helped design the other day, and I wasn't even excited. Like, oh man, I helped design this. It was just like, hey, this is cool. This is all right, I guess. But as soon as I start talking about observations, I get pumped. So that's a good sign. I feel like that's a good sign that I'm making the right moves.
What do? You just sit there and watch?
You take notes. Like you're supposed to learn classroom management and lesson structure, which lesson structure is tough to observe Samantha on because she teaches a different subject than what I'm going to teach, and there comes with those different subjects. There's a different lesson structure, so um, that's going to be tough to learn. Which I have like so my friend Travis, he teaches science. I'm going to be teaching math. It's more of a more similar lesson structure because it's like problem solving. Um, with Samantha's, it's just this is the information. What do we think about this information? Why do we agree with this information? Whereas like science and math, because she's a social studies teacher. She's a really good social studies teacher. She does it really well. It's just I was never a huge social studies person, because I hated our AP. Like I did well in our AP US and AP political science class. I just didn't enjoy it. And like math I enjoy and science I enjoy because it so it presents you with um a problem and you have to solve it, and that's how my thought structure works, and that's how your lesson structure works. Because usually if you're teaching, balancing like a form of science, like not a scientific formula, a chemical formula, it's all about you have your problem now, you got to solve it, so you're teaching problem solving through that, and I can teach problem solving way better than I can just tell information. I think the part that is going to be tougher for me with my math stuff is if I teach a class that has like geometry that has just rules you have to follow. You remember your triangle rules, like your side angle side,
Oh
your
no.
it's like proving that a triangle is a triangle, or that two triangles are congruent or similar. Like that I will struggle with just because it's telling the kids what it like is, rather than algebra and calculus, which calculus has a little bit of like theory and stuff you have to teach. But the problem solving I'm good at because it's not really a process and it's not mundane because there's multiple ways to solve the problem. And I think I want when I do teach math, depending on what subject of math I teach, I want to instill the hey, just because I teach it this way doesn't mean it's the only way. So I go because like law of cosines, I wrote a paper in college that law of cosines has so many different proofs, and it's built around so
What
many
is
different things.
happening right now?
I don't know. I'm excited, Chris.
So
I was
confused.
I was excited about signing my lease, and I'm excited about like teaching. I'm just man, I don't know I think I drank too much G Fuel this morning because I'm just amped. But I don't know. I'm excited about teaching, and I'm excited about living with my soon to be wife. That is my week in a nutshell. I think it was a pretty good week. It's first week back to work, and I had all those things going on, and it was just exciting. Did you have a good week, Chris?
I got better as the week went on.
Well, that's good. You worked during like the holidays too, like not on holidays, but around the holidays.
Yeah.
I took off 2 weeks. and it was my first week back this week. And you know how usually your week drags by and you're like on Wednesday and you're like, man, it should be Friday. The opposite happened to me where it was Friday and I knew it was Friday. It just felt like the week was shorter. But it was like, I don't know. It was weird because I'm like, man, it feels like this week isn't over, but I'm really glad it's Friday. Because you should always be glad it's Friday. If you're not happy it's Friday, you got something wrong with you. Or you should be happy for SATURDAY. Hey, Saturday. Saturday's fun. That's what today
Yeah.
is. We're recording on today. It's Saturday. My energy's too high right now. I don't know why. I'm glad. I'm happy about it. But I also started premarital counseling this week.
How's that going?
It was good. I really am glad we picked the people we did to do our premarital counseling. I'm super happy.
Are you doing the 2 that I thought you were gonna do, or are you just doing the 1?
The one.
I thought you were gonna do it with 2 different people. I didn't know if you're just doing it with one of those people now or just 2.
No, it's both.
Okay. No, 2 different ones.
Sorry.
Not with. No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying like the people are a couple. I know initially you guys were wanting to do one with one couple and then one with another couple. I'm
Um,
completely wrong.
we only had planned on doing it with one couple, but we had a fallback couple if the first couple couldn't. If
Okay.
that might be what you're talking about. Like we
Oh,
had to,
okay.
because the couple we asked, they are a very busy couple, and we're very happy that they took time out of their schedule to do our counseling because we really enjoyed their company, and I feel like the couple we chose, we would like to be a couple like that as be a married couple like them. They're very open and communicative,
Yeah.
and I would like to be like that, and that's why we chose them. Which I'll tell you after the show. I don't. It's weird to just say people's names on the podcast that don't
I'm
know
trying
that.
to avoid it.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. I'm explaining to the audience that yeah, some people are cool with it, but if we don't have prior knowledge that they're okay with it, we don't want to just blurt their name out because we don't like that's their business. We choose to put our business out here. We're not gonna just like, all right, that person over there, their business is now we're talking about it. It's just weird. But the couple we chose, we're super happy with. We had our first meeting Monday. No, not Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday. I have class Monday. Samantha has overtime work on Tuesdays, which I observe, and then we go to premarital counseling. So our weeks are very front heavy with stuff to do. Because Monday, like I said, class. Tuesday, Samantha has to work overtime, and then like we do premarital counseling. Then Wednesday's youth. But it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. I thought this week was gonna be so stressful just getting everywhere, but it was pretty good. But yeah,
Get there.
but premarital counseling is good. We got a book. I got to read. I need to read today, because so the way our counseling is set. And here's the thing about audience. Premarital counseling is just it's usually talking about stuff you've not thought about when you get married. It's not like me and Samantha are having trouble. It's just we are getting married and we're very set in that. It's additional information to help you prepare for like living with people, who does what, and things like that. And I think most of our audience is older and they've been married, so they know. But this is for maybe the
Me.
demographic that. Well, no, it's just
Yeah, I
because
don't know anything.
you know what premarital counseling's supposed to be, though.
It's just like extra preparation for marriage.
Yeah, exactly. It's like doing your homework before you get married.
Yeah.
So like we have a book and we're supposed to, so Samantha has a book and I have a book and they're the same book, but we're supposed to do chapters separate and then talk about the chapters once we both get done. So I don't know where Samantha is in her chapters. I'm sure she is pretty close to done. She's probably been doing that. Which it's only 2 chapters. So I mean it's not that much for until before Tuesday. So yeah. But I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited for online class, excited for premarital counseling, I'm excited for signing the lease and moving in. It's just been a week of excitement, Chris. It's
Glad you're excited.
well, I thought this week was going to be awful of just having so much to do, and it'd be my first week back to work after Christmas. I just thought it was going to be much tougher than what it was, But I think where most of the things that happened this week I was super excited for, it helped the week go by and helped it be a positive week. Yeah. So it was better than expected. I guess that is where we will end this episode unless you have another topic.
I feel bad because I never have any topics.
Well, you sometimes have topics. Like, it's the thing about our topics now is it's no longer, well, this movie we'll watch, we can review it, or this game came out, we could review it. It's much more of what's happening in your life. And sometimes you have slow weeks. Like, this was a week particularly, which the past couple of weeks have not, like, I've not had nothing going on. So it's been a lot of topics from me because I've had a lot going on because I'm trying to get ready for, my next step of my life. It's so, and like you usually have your life brings out the weird questions. Like, what was the bathroom thing we talked about that one time?
It was because people were wiping bookers in the stall at work.
Yeah, is that still a problem?
Yeah.
Man, you work with some
I
adults.
saw one in particular yesterday that almost made me gag when I saw it.
Okay, we're gonna end the episode because I don't want to make anybody gag. Had a good non-poop episode, non-bathroom talk episode, and we're gonna leave it there because I know some of our listeners and they're like, man, you talk about poop and bathrooms so much.
It wasn't a poop.
I know, but like, is the bathroom? I think it's the bathroom stuff that gets them. It's just, for some people it's awkward. Bathroom stuff awkward. It's not for us because we are very much aware it happens to everyone, and we can all relate. That's why it's good content. It might be a little gross at times, but everyone can be like, "Oh my god, that's happened to me before," because everybody uses the bathroom. But yeah, all right. So, like we said, no episode next week because it all depends on how we feel. We'll play it. We might mull around on an episode. You never know. But probably not. Don't expect one. It probably won't. I don't know. Here's the thing. It could, probably not, but it might. But don't expect it. Also, I hope everyone has had a good week, and I hope they will have a good week after hearing this one. Hopefully, this was like all right, I'm excited about something. Yeah. Inspiration. Is there anything else is there anything else I say in the end? If you have topics or something you would like us to talk about on the show, you can email those to us. Our email is btstatic.pod@gmail.com. If you do send those, I don't always reply to the email, so don't think we didn't get it. It'll just show up in the next episode. So if you send us something, just listen because the topic will probably be talked about. Because like I mean, you heard from me and Chris, we struggle with getting topics sometimes because we don't have a lot. It is what it is. But we you just won't get an email back. It'll show up on the show. You can also get those to us by tweeting. Our handle is @btstatic. Yeah, I think that's everything. I think that's all we have to cover. But yeah, hopefully this episode's been better than static. We will catch you guys next time. Bye.
If I find my way home, yeah.